Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of What's Happening Anchorage, brought to you by the Anchorage Chamber of Commerce. We're your hosts, Dan Newman
and Jessica Quintero, and today we're here at Shred, Alaska. You ever wonder what to do with all of those confidential papers that you have in the home or in the office? Well, today we're going to go talk to Robin and find out.
Let's make it happen. Hey, how's it going? Dan Newman.
How are you? Good,
hey,
Dan.
Jessica
Hi
Quintero.
there. So I'm Robin with Shred Alaska. I'm one of the owners and the operations manager here, and I'm thankful you guys came by today. I look forward to showing you what we do for small business, residential, and how we run our shredding service.
Awesome.
I was going to ask what we're doing here, but you got us
But
covered.
you said it.
We can
That's
get
what we do. It's all in the name,
it.
Shred Alaska. It's very, very forward.
Well, thank you so much for having us
course.
today. We really appreciate it. And you know, so we're really excited about this tour because some people want to know what to do with all of these confidential paperwork. I mean, we have hospitals, we have offices, banks.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about what Shred Alaska does for them?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's obviously industries like hospitals, legal, banks, different regulations force that you do shred documents, you do it appropriately. Obviously, what we do on a massive scale is shred large volumes of documents for businesses, but also for the smallest guy, the residents. People get junk mail, people get credit card offers, you get your own medical paperwork, your tax paperwork. Basically, we have a solution for anybody from the largest organization, the largest corporation, to just you as an individual. We want to make sure you have an available, affordable, and secure option for getting rid of your documents, your hard drives, anything else that you may need destroyed. We've probably seen it and we've probably done it.
So with the mom and pop shops, how do they even get started with utilizing your services? I think I've seen some of your blue bags around town.
Yeah, absolutely. And the number one thing is if you have a question and you don't know, call us.
Okay.
We're here, whether it's me, a couple of the other owners, we have dispatch personnel. Ultimately, whether you use us or not, we're here to answer questions, to inform our community about how to properly dispose of documents, how to responsibly recycle documents also after they're destroyed. So if you have a question, just call and ask. But in regards to the smallest customers, residential, small business, we actually got into this program a few years back and it's been really popular. It's simple. It's an idea that came from the dry cleaning industry. They are just dry cleaning bags, but what we do is give these to our customers. You come in, you pick one up. The nice thing is it's a manageable amount of paper. It'll hold up to about 50 pounds, so most people are comfortable carrying that. It's got a strap on it. Obviously, you can close it with a little drawstring there. Okay. You carry it into us. You get two benefits. Number one, you've got a dedicated place to keep your confidential material so you're not accidentally mixing it in your recycling bin or your trash bin. Right. You know where your confidential stuff is going to go. At that point, you bring it in. You're also only paying a lower fee. It's $10. You come in at your convenience. No appointment needed, anything like that. Everything in the bag, the other cool part, it's a manageable amount. So when you come in, you come to our facility, Miguel's the operator down here, you're going to actually see your contents go onto that conveyor. You watch it go into the shredder. You actually get to see the output through the window. You get to see the paper go into the compactor there. So it's a fully witnessed process, and there's really no better peace of mind than to get to come in, watch your documents be destroyed. Yeah. It's a heck of a lot better process than just taking your documents to the facility and turning it over and hoping it's taken care of.
That's awesome. So for those businesses then that are looking a little bit larger scale type services, I've seen your big trucks driving around town. Can we get a look at those and see what that's all about?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's come take a look. So when it comes to our commercial business, obviously to shred that much paper, you need a big machine. Yeah. So behind us is one of our 7 mobile shred units. Okay. We call it an MSU. Each one of these trucks will shred 5,000 pounds of paper in an hour. So no matter how much you have in your storage unit, in your vault, in your file room, we can handle it, we can make it easy, we can shred it efficiently and cost effectively for you. So we invest in our equipment, we keep it clean, so when we're at your facility, you're gonna see professional, clean, presentable employees. You're going to see the same thing in our equipment. You're going to see the same thing in the service we provide from start to finish. Wow. Same thing with the containers we provide, and we provide these containers to customers that are on a recurring service that no charge. It's not like we charge for container rental or anything like that.
Wow.
And the gist of the service is we provide you with containers to fill your capacity on a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, a regular recurring schedule, so from a compliance standpoint, you know when we're going to come.
So then speaking of needs, these ones are just for paper. Yeah. Is there any other types of materials that you might be able to shred?
Yeah, of course. So just like in your office there, I mean, everybody nowadays has computers. We have hard drives even in copy machines and fax machines and things like that that a lot of people don't think of. So our customers about 10 years ago started contacting us and saying, well, it's great that you do paper, but we've got hard drives, or we've got data backup tapes, or we've got other CDs, VHS tapes, other media that needs destroyed. So we do have other equipment that we have at our facility here that's not a part of the shred truck. And so we can handle anything that you can throw at us. It's just a question of how it's handled and the process. The one thing you can be sure of, though, is that we do have a vetted process that's certified for the destruction of hard drives and digital media, along with your paper. So if you have it, we can destroy it. So you're in the belly of the beast.
Yeah.
Okay. So I promise the key is off. It won't turn on. We've got it locked out.
Appreciate the peace of
But
mind.
this is a view from the cargo compartment of the actual shred trucks that we drive around town. So when you hear us outside rumbling and grumbling, this is what we're doing.
Okay.
So all the paper's fed in from the passenger side of the truck, not from the rear like a lot of people think.
Okay.
So we don't use dock doors. We tip the bins in from the side. It actually falls down this chute here, falls into what we call the rotor compartment, which is typically closed. This is not something you want open. It's actually chewing up the paper inside the rotor compartment there, and it's feeding and it's reading a computer with the truck. So there's a lot of technical stuff with that is just in the way the truck operates.
Yeah.
Once the particle is actually a small enough size to fit through the security screen that's underneath the cutting compartment, that's where the auger comes in, and the auger actually fills the back of this compartment with shredded paper.
Okay.
Every day we dump that out. We recycle the paper locally, and obviously it's shipped to Seattle for processing. Yeah, and 100% of the paper we shred is recycled thanks to the efforts of the crew at West Rock and the Anchorage Recycling Center in conjunction with Alpar. Without those guys, the recycling in Anchorage doesn't happen.
That's awesome.
Wow.
So we love to end on the note as to why you are a member of the Anchorage Chamber of Commerce. Could you fill us in on that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we feel like from us as owners, all the way through every single employee we've ever had, we feel lucky to be in the position we are. We run a successful business, but that's not just our own doing. We get to work with other businesses in town that are chamber members or not, but we feel like the shared success of every business in Anchorage is what the chamber ultimately goes for, and we certainly believe in that goal, so we're happy to be a part of it.
That's phenomenal.
So-
Robin, thank you
Excellent.
so much for your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Appreciate
you.
the tour.
Appreciate it.
And thank you very much
Yeah.
for letting us know all about Shred Alaska.
Excellent. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Well, there you have it, everyone. Another episode of What's Happening in Anchorage, brought to you by the Anchorage Chamber of Commerce. We got to check out Shred Alaska. Thanks for tuning in. We're your hosts, Dan Newman.
And Jessica Quintero. Stay tuned for next week's episode because this is What's Happening in Anchorage.
You know, when I told Robin I'd help him out in any way possible, this is not quite what I had in mind.
Yeah, next time you want to say you want to help out, you want to wait till I leave?
You need
to
to
go
get what you asked
coffee?
for.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it is what it is.
Okay.